Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry I haven't had any new content out. The weather's not exactly been the best around here lately. Most of the time we're getting thunderstorms in the afternoon. This is one of the first few afternoons after work that I've had a chance to actually get out. So I figured I'd get you guys to come along. It's nice 85 degrees, not too humid. It's a nice evening ride. So far, Jackie and I, we've put about, I'd say 1,500 miles up on this thing. And every time we go out riding, I like this thing more and more. This 2020 RT is definitely top notch, most refined thing I've seen out of the Can-Am Spyder camp. Transmission's smooth, the ride's smooth. It's just a really good machine. Sorry, I didn't have anything specifically to talk about today. I just wanted to get you guys out on the bike, ride on some of these back roads. But yeah, I've had a lot of comments asking how I like the bike. I did do a full review, but I still stick by my statement. This is probably the best of both worlds between a Spyder RT and a Spyder F3. This is probably the best solution that Can-Am could have come up with. It just rides so much better than my 2015 RTS. The geometry suspension is also probably 10 times better than on my RTS. One of the bigger selling points for me was the quick link system. I've had my top box off probably 6 or 7 times in the 2,000 or so miles that I've had on this motorcycle so far. It takes about maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes to take the top box off and put the top cover on. I'll probably bring just do a quick video on exactly how straightforward and how easy that is, and put it on the channel as well. But yeah, just been bogged down with work, bad weather, and man, it's been hot here in North Carolina. It's really hard to put a full face helmet on and get on this thing and ride whenever it's 95 plus degrees and 100% humidity. Feels amazing tonight though. Another thing that I'll probably be making a video on here before long is I'm getting a lot of questions about what the what the miles per gallon is like so far on these new 2020s. And if I switch over here, so I've got 22,090 miles so far on this bike, and it's averaging 33.6 miles to the gallon. Now, I would say about, out of that 2,200 miles, I would say that there's a good 1,500 miles that are highway miles, and the rest of them are back road miles. The least miles per gallon that I've seen so far was 27, and the most that I've seen so far is 38. And then that's an average of at least 100 miles or more riding. And that's going by the the trip computer. But yeah, overall it's getting about the same mileage as my RTS did. As far as I know, it's the same gearing, you know, belt teeth, all that stuff is the exact same as it was on the older RTSs. So it gets good mileage. The only time where I've seen the mileage really take a huge hit is if you're on the highway running above 70 miles an hour, which I live off of Highway 40 here in North Carolina, so there's a lot of times where just to keep up with traffic I'm running 75 or 80 miles an hour. So it does consume a lot of gas whenever you start getting above that 70 mile an hour mark on the highway. Another thing that I'm noticing with this RT over my older one is just how just how stable the front end is. I had the Baja Ron sway bar in my 2015, but even with that, the front end was a little bit on the twitchy side, especially on these back roads where I never really felt comfortable doing, you know, the one-hand riding that much. With this new one, I don't know what they've changed in the front end geometry, but it doesn't matter whether I'm running 80 mile an hour on the highway or if I'm running 55 mile an hour on a really rough, bumpy back road. It just feels planted and it doesn't vibrate around. The front end doesn't feel twitchy at all. And I think that's just a testament to all the learning that Can-Am has done over the last, you know, 10, 15 years with all the Can-Am lines. And they've put it into this motorcycle. I don't know if it's the same geometry. I don't know if anybody can tell me if it's the same geometry that the F3 has. I've rode my dad's F3, but I haven't rode it enough to really know or compare it against the geometry here. Wonderful night to be out. Like I said, it's lower to mid 80s. The dash is telling me it's 82 degrees. Just a beautiful night. And I have had some questions about how I'm filming my rides. I'm using a chin mount GoPro Hero 6 Black. Currently doing recordings at 4K, 30 frames per second. During the day, during the really bright hours, sometimes I'll put a filter on. This is riding with no filter. One of these days I need to do a video on how visible this thing is at night. I do have the Vision kit from Spyder the jockey got for my birthday. I really need to get a chance to get that put on here and get the you know, the amber fender lights. There's the lights that go around the rearview mirrors. I think that would make it a lot more visible at night. I really haven't done any night riding, so I don't know how much better these headlights are, other than, you know, just reading other people's comments. I mean, it's all LED. They're supposed to be way more intensity than the older style lights on the RTs. yeah, I just figured I'd bring you guys along. It's probably more like a rambling video than talking about any one specific subject. Just really just sharing my dust ride here. I'm sorry if my voice is funny. This new full-faced helmet, the cheek pads and stuff aren't broke in yet, so it feels like I'm talking like fish lips. See if we can get these guys out from in front of us. Yeah, I mean, if there's anything specific you guys want videos on, anything that you're really interested in, if you're looking at you know, purchasing a Can-Am, or if you just want to know more about either VRP Connect or the 2020 RT, you know, please put it in the comments below what you'd be interested in. Again, I'm not the best spokesperson, and I'm not trying to sell anybody a motorcycle. I really just started my channel just so I could get information out there in front of people that were interested in the 2020 model, because it is a huge redesign, and one that was well needed in my opinion. I know from reading the Spyder lovers forums, some people are having a lot of problems with them. In my flawless video, I pointed out some issues that I've had with my personal 2020, which has not been, it's not been all the different fitment issues that some of the others have had, but I've got issues of my own. I plan on going back to the dealership for the $3,000 mile maintenance, and then I'll discuss about some of the issues that I have. Man, this is a beautiful night. Man, I don't guess that guy needed to just stop it off. Put one upgrade on here so far, and that's a bottle or a cup holder for here from La Monster. That's the only upgrade I've done to this thing so far in the 2,300 miles that I've rode it. That Spyder Pop's Vision mod will probably be the biggest thing I do to this thing. I mean, these new seats are much softer than my RTS was, so they feel really good. I got the backrest with the bike whenever I picked up the bike. That's made a big difference. Jackie tells me, you know, being on the passenger pillion, that it's way more comfortable than the 2015 as well, both the bottom and the back. So just huge upgrades all around on this 2020. And speaking of Jackie, we have been on a couple of different rides. We went up to Danville, Virginia on July 5th. Maybe I'll put in some some video of or some photos and stuff that we took up there. I didn't take the camera. Didn't even think about making a video of that trip. We also rode up Highway 40 West to basically Highway 21 up into Spyder, North Carolina. Got on the Blue Ridge Parkway, went north on the parkway, got off at Highway 52, and came back down to 40 and came back home. That was a good 250-mile ride that we did on a Sunday afternoon. Again, I didn't think to take my GoPro with me, but we did capture some iPhone footage, so I may put that in. But yeah, I just haven't got to the point where the only helmet that I've really got a GoPro mount on is my full face helmet. And like I said, it's been extremely hot here, and wearing a full face helmet and 95 plus degrees and 100% humidity has just been really tough for me to do. I got to find a better way to do summertime videos. And I also got to remember to pack my GoPro whenever we go on trips, just in case I do want to capture something to share with you guys. So yeah, again, just wanted to bring you guys along on this this ride today. Didn't really have any point to this video other than just sharing the ride. So I'm probably just going to stop talking here, and if you guys want to watch you know, the rest of this, I'm gonna ride into Mebane. I live inside Mebane city limits in North Carolina. So I'm just going to continue this ride, or continue filming this ride, but I'm probably not going to be saying anything. So I appreciate you guys coming back to the channel. I appreciate you watching the videos. Like I said, if there's anything you guys are really interested in me covering for this 2020 Spyder RT, please leave it down in the comments. Again, I'm not truly a filmmaker or a YouTuber or anything else, so I really don't know what all you guys want to see content on, but if you guys can help me point me in the right direction, I'll definitely do the best I can. Other than that, thanks. If you feel like subscribing for the new content or clicking that notification bell, I would appreciate it. But again, I just do this for fun. It's nothing more than that. Thanks, guys. Talk to you on the next one.